One.
Hello everyone, I'm finally back again. I've had a little bit of a break, but since there's a solar eclipse coming up, I thought I'd do a video. So in about a week's time, on the 26th of February 2017 or the 27th of February 2017, depending on where you live, we will have a new moon, solar eclipse, in the sign of Pisces. And that will be happening at 6:58 a.m. on the 26th for those living in LA, Pacific Standard Time, 9:58 a.m. for New Yorkers, and 2:58 p.m. on the 26th for people in London, UK time, and on the 27th of February will occur at about just before 1 a.m. in Sydney, so Australian Eastern Daylight Time. We're still in daylight saving here. Okay, so for a new moon solar eclipse, the moon will be crossing the face of the sun, temporarily blocking the sun. So the sun, our consciousness, will be blocked, and the unconscious, the moon, will have a chance to emerge. So if there's anything buried below, repressed, denied in the subconscious, now that will be a time, and the 6 months till the next eclipse season in August, for that energy to potentially emerge. Eclipses are like wildcards, so if there's nothing there to come up, then nothing will come up. So then depending on where it falls in your chart, if it falls on your sun, your moon, so your birthday, your sun, or any of the personal planets, your Mercury, Venus, Mars, or any significant angles for cross of matter, your ascendant, descendant, IC, 4th house cusp, or 10th house cusp, could be a significant year ahead for you. So anyone with your birthdays around this 26th, 27th, or about 5 days either side, could be a significant new beginning. New moons are new beginnings, so setting new intentions as well. And in the sign of Pisces, so we've got a fair bit going on in Pisces. So the sun and the moon coming together at 8 degrees and 12 minutes of Pisces. And we know it's an eclipse because it's within 18 or 19 degrees of the nodal axis. So we have the south node here. I just popped him in here at 3 degrees. So it's about 5 degrees away, so total eclipse. And we also have Mercury here at 1 degree and 10 minutes of Pisces. And Mercury is about communication, generally associated with the rational mind. It rules an air sign, Gemini, and also analytical Virgo, the earth sign. But in Pisces, we'll be getting impressions more through the right side of our brain, our creative, imaginative realm. So pay attention to any dreams you have or anything that just suddenly comes to you. Okay, so the new moon eclipse in Pisces, so that rules universal love. So around these themes, our creative imagination, our psychic sensitivity, our intuition, receptivity. The moon is very receptive. She only receives the light of the sun, but she's temporarily blocking the light of the sun at the moment. So we might find, especially if we're quite sensitive, if we have a lot of water energy or Piscean energy in our chart, that our psychic receptors will be amplified or more receptive than usual. Also rules spirituality. It's about transcending this mundane reality and connecting with all that is. We are all connected, very Piscean. And also compassion. So people who are quite Piscean, they'll be the helpers, the healers, the mystics, people who like to rescue others or save others. That's if there's some poor boundaries. So having strong emotional boundaries is also important, because we've got Neptune here that can cloud things. He rules the sea. He's the ruler of Pisces, and he's only about 3 degrees away, 2 or 3 degrees away. So amplifying and intensifying that eclipse and new moons, they're new beginnings, but when there's an eclipse, that's an intensified new moon. And having the ruler here as well, the ruler of Pisces, in the sign of Pisces, as he has been for quite a while, and conjuncting this eclipse is quite significant. So again, that really intensifies that whole Piscean theme. So illusion, surrendering, fantasies, trusting in a higher power and surrendering to that. And it also rules escapism, because we are, we might not want to be earthbound and connected with what goes on in mundane reality, so we might want to escape, and we might meditate, or that's one way, or we might be caught in addiction. So we might want to set some new intentions around any of these areas. So it's very very lovely, compassionate, very passive as well, very watery. It's about feelings and emotions and those more psychic senses. So have a look at where that falls in your chart, where the new beginning may lie. So if it's in your second house, it might be some sort of new beginning with income to do with being of spiritual service to others. That's one way it could pan out. Or if it's in your seventh house, could be with a new significant other coming into your life that's quite spiritual. So just have a look and see where it falls in your chart. Now also at the time of this new moon solar eclipse, we have Mars, the warrior, in Aries, his home sign, neatly conjunct, making, they're at exactly the same degree. A conjunction is when two planets fall within 8 degrees or so of each other, with Uranus, the unexpected, the unpredictable, at 21 degrees. So Mars 21 degrees 43 minutes and Uranus 21 degrees 59 minutes. So they're very, very close. And this can mean like sudden action, assertion, because Mars is all about going after what we want. And in Aries, he can assert himself quite well, being in dignity in the sign he rules. We call that dignity. So there could be sudden action or assertion, or even violence. Revolutionaries, so there could be, protests and revolutionising, warriors, like freedom fighters, that type of thing happening. It's also risk-taking. We might just suddenly decide that, yes, we want to dive off a tall cliff or something. So there's the potential for accidents there if we just suddenly precipitate action without thinking. And because Mars is such a masculine symbol and also co-rules Scorpio, the sexy sign, it can be also sexual excitement as well. So just be mindful of that aspect of the Mars-Uranus conjunction, and don't take any risks there. And we have Venus here in Aries as well. She's not so comfortable in Aries because she co-rules Libra over here, the opposite sign, which is all about we, the other, accommodating the other. And in Aries, it's all about me first. It's the first sign. So those energies are a bit antithetical. So she's in what's called detriment when a planet is in the sign opposite to the sign that rules. And Venus rules relationships, money, because she also co-rules Taurus, and values, and things of beauty, objects of beauty. So anything associated with Libra and Taurian themes. And she's stationing at the time of the new moon solar eclipse, which means she's appearing to stand still in the sky, not moving forward, not moving backwards. Well, they don't move backwards anyway. It's only from our geocentric or Earth perspective, our perspective here on Earth, that they appear to be going backwards. But she's slowing down, she's stationary, she's appearing stopped in the sky, and for the next 40 days she'll be going retrograde. So that's a good time to review, retrograde, go over, review, retrace your steps in terms of those areas that Venus rules, so love, relationships, money, how are you managing your money, where are you deriving your income, could you be doing better, are you being valued in your relationships and where you work. Some of those issues can come up. Okay, and we also have Jupiter retrograde in the sign of Libra that Venus rules or co-rules. So we're going back over old ground in terms of relationships and how we can grow and expand through our relationships and negotiate with others and make deals. Okay, and the Uranus and Mars conjunction is making a wide square to Pluto. So again, there's that intensity and the potential for revolution. And we've got Saturn still sitting up here, and he's moving towards the end of Sagittarius, but it's still self-mastery around beliefs and again all that stuff around, we should put borders around foreigners, and we should decide who comes in and who doesn't. So all that stuff still going on while Saturn's in Sagittarius, because Sagittarius rules foreigners and foreign cultures, also religion. Okay, so I think that's about it for now. Thank you for listening and for watching, and I'll be endeavouring to make these more regular now, especially since the weather's cooled a little bit here in Australia. So if you want to find out more about me, I have a website, theleftrightbrain.com.au. I'm available for personal and Skype readings, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Thank you. Goodbye.